Gotta be ready to run too because, oh my god, this is gonna be... Yeah. Okay. So take him out. Take him out. I'm gonna run. Now mind you, you don't have to use a gun for this. I mean, if you want to be a true baller... I'm losing myself in the trees. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to... Oh, you know what this is, right? Yeah, you know exactly what this is, because I'm over here heading to the Watchtower. This is last day update 1.6. Now, in case you're wondering, first and foremost, my volume's a bit too loud. Let me lower it here a little bit. In case you're wondering, I'm recording this today on the day of the update. I released a video today that was supposed to show up before the update, which I thought would be on Friday or a Saturday, because they released this on Wednesday, which is so weird. But I released that video, and the moment I released that video, the update dropped at the same time. It was really weird. Really coincidental, but what I talked about in that update, assuming the update would have dropped on Friday or Saturday, what I talked about in that video is actually very, very helpful. I was correct on a lot of things that I talked about, and we'll cover that here pretty soon. I'm not going to release this video today on Wednesday, I'm going to release it tomorrow on Thursday. The reason why I'm doing that is because, as you can see my energy, I took some time to look around the maps and gather some information before I recorded the video, because I wanted to come in here with actual information for you, not just make a video being like, oh, I want to be the first one to cover the video so I have no idea what I'm talking about. I wanted to come in here and actually have information for you. So I explored a couple of maps, I got some information from the maps, and I also talked to a lot of you guys on Twitter who gave me some more information. So we'll talk about all that here today. Right now, the first thing we're going to be doing is the Watchtower, and we'll talk about all the new recipes and the new items here pretty soon. So for now, let's speed it on up, let's go into the Watchtower. I've been here before. I came to check this out and I realized that in order to get into the Watchtower, you need this bad boy right here. And not only that, this Watchtower has a couple of surprises for us in the vise of a couple of giant bloaters and abominations who are gonna rush us. And check it out, here is the oak tree, which you do need a level 2 axe for this, if I'm right, a hatchet I should say, whatever. Axe, hatchet, same thing. In order to cut these bad boys down, which I do have some ready to go. Now, if we come over here, this is gonna be where the big problem's at. A ton of dudes. So, what I believe we're gonna have to do is probably run around. Remember how we cleared Bunker Beta a long time ago? How you would open the doors and you would run around in a circle and kill everybody? That's kind of what you're gonna be doing here. But here it's gonna even be crazier because we have bloaters and abominations too. So I do have a weapon over here ready for that. I think I got this like weapon recently on one of my crates in the red chest, which by the way, we'll talk about that bunker stuff here pretty soon as well. So I'm gonna use this gun over here because I have plenty of guns. I mean, I guess I could use the melee too, but whatever. I'll go with this one here. We're gonna have to do a lot of kiting though, so let's start it off. Gotta be ready to run too because, oh my god, this is gonna be... Yeah. Okay. So take him out. Take him out. I'm gonna run. I got like all this equipment over here ready to go because I believe we're gonna have to run pretty fast for this. So I got SWAT armor. I have so much SWAT armor I never use, so I'd figure this would be the perfect time to finally use the SWAT armor because I have so much of it stored up from all of my bunker runs that it's kind of like, you know what? You gotta use this bunker or at least this SWAT gear at some point, Falcon, and I believe this is like the most ideal part. Now mind you, you don't have to use a gun for this. I mean, if you want to be a true baller, I'm losing myself in the trees. If you want to be a true baller, I guess you could probably use some heals, you could do a little bit of a hit and run, use some melee. But as I mentioned, I got so many guns at this point from all the bunker runs that I've been trying to find that gas tank that it's kind of like, you know what, man, just use your guns, use your armor. You guys hit me for 3 with the SWAT gear? That's pretty cool. That is actually pretty stellar, I would say. You know what, I keep using my mouse to attack when I've made it so I could attack with my keyboard now, but for some reason I got so used to like clicking the attack icon all the time now. So let me use my keyboard here to attack. There you go. See, that's a lot easier, Falcon. You don't have to like click all the time. That's pretty good. So the abominations are a bit faster than the bloaters, as you can see. I'll take those couple of hits, that's fine. Aha! We got my bloaters over here. Oh, and speaking of which, I was checking out the Facebook on the update. And some of the, remember how we talked about like the new enemies and the winter maps coming up? And I talked about how I figured that there were going to be like variations of the bloater and the fast biters. Well, there's apparently a numb zombie, which I believe is the guy that we saw in the teaser video a while back with the white hair. Well, it's not really white hair, it was just basically hair that's frosted over. I guess I could probably save the rest of this gun for. We almost used up the entire gun for this guy. For this entire, well not this guy, but the entire Watchtower. At this point, I guess we could probably go into melee action. Come in, Mr. Bloater. Let's bring it on down regularly now. There you go. So everything's all cleared up now. Excellent. So I was saying though. Oh, the art key. You don't see this one too often, but I already have the art keys. It's not really a big deal. I guess we'll pick up what these guys left over. We'll make some bandages out of these fabric that they'll end up dropping over here. And let's see. Well, I guess we could probably also cut these bad boys down if we want to. Yeah, I guess we'll do that here pretty soon as well. I do have the access for it anyway. I came prepared, I told you guys, I came prepared. I want to rush with this video and just, like, have an idea what I'm talking about. I wanted to come over here and know what to explain to you guys, what's new and all that jazz. Oh, I could have gotten stuck right here. Oh, that tree covers that up. Imagine if I got stuck right there and died. That would have been pretty silly. So everything is now cleared up. Perfect. So yeah, the floater bloater, this bad boy right here, there's a variation of him in the winter maps. He's wearing that coat. So remember that guy that we saw wearing the coat and I told you guys I think that's going to be like the floater bloater in the winter area, just with winter clothes? That's him. They called him the frozen bloater, I believe, or something like that. So I was right about that too. So here is the Watchtower. So you're asking yourself right now, well, Falcon, what are we here for? Well, how it plays out, what I learned from investigation, talking to you guys, and also checking out Kefir's video on the update, is that we need electric generator for this bad boy. Now, if we come down over here, I already unlocked it, but I haven't built it just yet. Why? Well, here's the caveat. Why have I not built this right now? This is a new item right here, the iron plate. Not steel, Falcon, remember? It's not steel, it's iron. Now there's actually steel. It's going to be steel pretty soon, but this is iron, Falcon. I require 5 wrenches, which I only have 1 back home, so unfortunately I can't build this just yet. I need 4 more. And you know what sucks about that? I would have had all these wrenches if not for the fact that I've been trying to build a Gunsmith Bench and I've been stuffing this thing full of wrenches, and now, remember how in the last video I talked about save your items? Had I known that the update was going to be on Wednesday, I would have done even a better time saving items beforehand. So I just didn't have enough time from, I guess, today till when I thought the update was going to be like at the weekend to save items. So unfortunately, I've been stuffing the Gunsmith Bench with wrenches that now I need them for this. And unfortunately, you can see right now it's 5 and I only have 1. So I have to do a couple of bunker runs, and I've heard from you guys as well that apparently the wrenches show up a little bit more often now in the green areas. Is that true or not? I know, we'll find out. So technically speaking, what you're supposed to do is you build a generator, you put it in here, and then you mess around with this, I suppose. And what this will do, let's come back out. Oh wait, let's not come back out yet. Let's go ahead and auto. Well, I guess we'll just talk about this here meanwhile. You bring the generator over here, and when you step outside of the map, only go after oak, please. Don't go after the terrible trees, because I don't want to use the crazy axe for that. Okay, no, don't. You only get 2. You see that? You only get 2 logs per bring down, and you got to use the level 2 one. So harvesting oak is going to be a big problem going forward. And you know what's worse about that? Well, I'll tell you what's worse about that once we get back home. Because a lot of people in the video that I released before this, where I was doing the what to prepare for and showing you my wall upgrades, a lot of people in that video said, man, it must suck for Falcon upgrading all those walls now that they've added level 4 walls, because in case you didn't know, there's level 4 walls now. You could actually now make metal walls. Is that it over here? That's it. So all we got was just 8 from all that. And, well, luckily it didn't really go through my axe too badly, right? Yeah, it's pretty good. That's not bad. We have a leftover one, and we have like roughly 60% left over. We got 8 of them right here. So that's all we can get here for now. Let's leave. So a lot of people in that video were like, Falcon, it sucks because now there's metal walls, and he was worried about stone walls. Well, that's okay that there's metal walls, because you know what? They changed the recipes for the stone walls. And guess what that requires, guys? It now requires oak logs, or I think oak planks. So you have to take the oak logs and then chop them down with your machines or your laboratories to turn them into oak planks. So what that means is if you were like me and you upgraded to stone walls as much as possible before the update, you're in a good spot. If you waited, or if you're barely upgrading now, it's going to take longer for you, because now you have to get oak in order to upgrade to level 3 walls, the stone ones. So remember how I only have like 11 more walls to fortify everything up? I have less work to do now because of that. So if you guys didn't really take advantage of that before the update, it's going to be a bit more difficult for you. So what this works out is you bring the generator here, and what this will do is that once you put it in there, no, Falcon, stop it, you're drunk again. It's going to uncover this part of the map right here. And this is where you'll find the winter areas, you'll find the oak areas, so you can come over here and, you know, start, you know, harvesting oak and stuff like that. So by completing this, all this over here opens up and you'll have all the winter maps and stuff like that. So, as you can see right now, we're at 31. It's time for us to go back home. There is a raid on my house pretty soon as well. But I want to go back home because now we have to talk about, oh, really? Well, a lot of people always ask me, Falcon, why are your coins going down? Are you buying items, Falcon? And I'm like, nope. I basically use all those coins that Kefir gave me in order to not have to wait to get my energy back to go places. Because I'm always, I'm always going here, as I did with the last video, to, farm stuff. Well, before they changed the map anyway. I used to come over here to farm stuff, and I didn't want to wait, right? Because I wanted to just focus like an hour or two on nothing but grinding, so instead of waiting around, I would use my coins to refill my energy bar and go grind. So no, I don't use them for items, in case you're wondering, because a lot of people say that, like, Falcon, your coins are dropping, why? It's like, dude, they gave me the coins so I could use them however I want, but I don't feel comfortable buying items with the coins, so what I do instead, I use the coins to refill my energy and go out and farm without having to wait. So that's the reason why my coins go down. That's an example of it right there. So now that we're back home, this is what I'm going to talk about here. So there's level 4 walls now. If we go into building, let's use something as an example here. You over here, right? As you can see right now, level 4, place on metal floor. Right, well, you have to, number 1, upgrade this to a level metal floor in order to make a metal wall. Because, it's got to complement each other, right? So in order for you to get metal floors, you're looking at 15 steel plates. These are steel plates right here. So how do you get steel plates? You have to get steel ore. How do you get steel ore? By uncovering the next new area from the Watchtower. How do you get steel? Well, you send that ore into the machine, which turns it into steel. And then you use that steel to turn it into steel plates. So it's a very long process for you to get level 4, not only floors, but walls. But here's the problem. Remember how I talked about if you guys didn't take advantage of it beforehand, what happens? Well, check this out. Here's a level 2 wall. In order for you to go up to a level 3 wall now, you require 20 stone bricks, or whatever the hell they are. Stone bricks, whatever, LOL, iron, I know. I'm not going to do it this video, but I did it last time because I had time for it. But 20 stone bricks, and you see this bad boy right here? 15 oak planks. 15 oak planks. So let's come over here really quickly now. Recipes. In order to get 1 oak plank, one, you need 3. 3. So you know what this little 8 is going to give us? Only 2 oak planks. And you need 15 for a level 3 wall. Do you understand how important it was to get these walls upgraded before the update? Do you see now what I'm talking about? So I am glad that I spent a lot of time before the update trying to just reinforce my base, because now it is going to be more difficult than ever. Because not only do you have to get 3 to make 1, you also have to finish the generator to get to the next area so you can harvest oak more faster. In order to do that, you need the generator and all that stuff. Now, speaking of the generator, not only do you have to make the generator through here, right? So you got to get all these items, put it together. You don't take it straight up over there. You know what happens after you build this? You have to set it down like you would set down the acid bat over here. And guess what happens afterwards? You open it up, and you're supposed to fill it with a lot more items. Now, I believe I think I saw somebody sent me a screenshot of what's required for the generator once you set it down, so I'll try to have a picture of that right now so you guys can see. But basically, you build it here, you put it down, and then you have to fill it up. And then you're not done. You know what happens afterwards? Here is the kicker. This is the part that kind of annoyed me a little bit. It's going to annoy a lot of people too. Because you know what? You can't just pick up that generator. By the way, thanks to whoever told me this on Twitter. I'm sorry I forgot your name, but you know who you are. On Twitter, people let me know, Falcon, once you complete the generator, you know what happens? You can't just bring it back to the Watchtower on foot. You know what you need? Guess. Oh, I think you know, right? The chop. You need the chopper completed for you to take the generator to the Watchtower to put it in and open the next area. So not only do you need the generator completed, you also need to have a chopper, otherwise you cannot get into the new area. Fun, right? Yeah, it's really fun. And speaking of the chopper, the recipe is still the same. That's all I'm missing right here. But speaking of recipe changes, let's come over to the ATV. Here's something else I noticed. No, not you. What was it you? There was something that changed here recently and I was kind of upset. Oh yeah, the Gunsmith Bench, I think. Yeah. Now, I don't know what the hell was over here before. I guess I could look at one of my videos and find out, but I forgot what was here before. You see the Gunsmith Bench, the one that I've been pumping all the wrenches for that I could have used for the generator? 15 of 20, right? That's still the same. This was not here before. So the Gunsmith Bench has now changed. So if you got it built before, lucky for you. If you're like me and you've been waiting for a while to build it and you haven't gotten it done, bad luck for us. Because now we need steel plate. And how do we get steel plate? Well, we have to open the other area. So... Oh, I like the update, and at the same time, I hate the update, because now it's made it difficult for a lot of things over here. And remember that bed? Hey, where's my bed at? It's still there? Yeah, it's still there. The bed is just there for show. There's nothing of value for the bed. You can't interact with it. Yeah, here's all the SWAT gear that I have from all the bunker runs I've told you about. The bunk, by the way, this bed is pointless, but they also changed the recipe on this guy. Check this out. Now it requires steel to make it. Pretty lame, huh? Yeah. So luckily, if you built it beforehand, you're fine. If you haven't, then it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really do much, but it's just there. And maybe at some point it'll do something. But yeah, that changed. So remember how I talked in that video how there was gonna be recipe changes? Oh, there's been recipe changes already. You remember how I told you to save your items because you might need them for something else? Oh, that happened too. So the update, I'm happy about it because here's what's great about the update. If you got a chopper and you're very close to building that generator, you're about to have a lot of fun because you're about to open up that next area and have a lot of new fun over there. If you're like me and you're missing a couple of crucial items, it's going to be a while for you to really have fun in that area because you have to do some farming beforehand. Now, let's hope that the wrenches are a lot easier to find out as I read from you guys on Twitter. So let's just hope that's the case. Now, I believe that's all I wanted to talk about here right now. Oh yeah, a couple of you guys corrected me in my last video about this here. People told me the ideal way to do the campfire for coal is to put in 10 pieces of plank and 6 coal. And with that, you'll burn the 10 planks and the 6 coal and you'll get 20 coal in return. So it's a really amazing trade-off. So don't do what I was doing, like putting 20 and 20. Don't do that. Put 10 plank over here and 6 coal over here and you'll get 20 coal, which is amazing. And then obviously you're going to need that coal for what? Well, as you can see right now, I am now making bars because I do need bars for a couple of these new upgrades down the line. Speaking of which, we need some more of that here. So you come. Actually, we need 6 for you to burn some more planks. So I'll just take 6. You stay over here. Let me grab some plank. I hope I have some plank ready to go. I did some farming after my last video, so I'm still very low on items because I've been upgrading those walls as you guys saw. So I got to do a couple more upgrades now. But you come over here. Let's split you up and just put 10 and 6, and that'll give you 20 coal right there straight up. So that's how you should be doing that. We got 2 over here. Oh boy. Let's go with maybe... that won't do it, but whatever. That's all I really got to offer here at the moment. Because I need these bars. Because not only do I need the bars, then I need to turn some of them into plates too. So it's going to be a lot of farming involved. I guess meanwhile what we could do as well is so we could see what the oak dude's going to look like. Let's remove you out of the way now and place you over here. And again, 2 of these or 3 of these will make only 1. So, and look at the timer. 19 minutes for just 1. Oh, good God, oh baby. Now, I could use my coins to skip and show you guys that, but it's a silly use of my coins to show you guys. But, you know, I'll try to show that in the next video over. So, there's that over here. If you come down, you'll see the recipes for the iron plate. I do already have a couple of steel bars turning into iron plates, so that should be fine. This is not a bad trade-off. Like, 1 into 1 is pretty good. And what's pretty cool, if you use the iron plate after you turn it into that, 1 will turn into 2 nails. So, it's not bad. Oh, no way! I just realized. You need plates to make nails now. Oh, baby, that sucks. Before you needed the iron bars to make nails, now you need the... Oh, they add an extra step. You get 2 nails, which is cool, but you still have to go bam and then bam to get nails. Not sure how I feel about that, but yeah, it is what it is. That's what they've changed, so what can we do about it? Nothing. We can just sit here and complain and be like, rabble, 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 I don't like it. Oh yeah. So, remember how we talked about the steel, the real steel, not the confused Falcon calls it steel even though it's really iron stuff? Well, let me put this in here really quickly, and let me grab a couple more stones. Thank you, farming trip. Let me show you now for the old... Well, what's happening? Oh, you're dying of thirst. That's no good. Dude, don't die of thirst. What's wrong with you? That's a silly way to die. Have some water. Relax, relax, just relax. I'm starving too, aren't I? Yep. It's okay, relax, relax. We got something here. We got something here. Have some of that. There. I'm not sure if I needed 4, but whatever. And let me come over here. I'm sorry. OCD, I gotta put you where you belong, which is right over here with the rest of my scrap. This right here is what I was saving for the ATV and also for my spikes and all that stuff. So, what was I doing before I got interrupted here? Oh yeah, I was trying to put you into here, right. Any recipes over here I've changed? No. Okay. So, oh yeah. So the ore, the steel, the real steel. Once we get some steel ore and you have to turn it into a bar, how do you get a bar, Falcon? Well, let's come back over here. We have a new furnace. We have a new furnace indeed. Which is right over here. Refined melting furnace. So, it's going to be a while before you get this one because obviously you need 20 planks. This is very easy, that's very easy, and as we saw, you use this to turn into that, it's not a big deal. This is the one that's going to be a problem for a while because you need 20 of them. This oak is just a big problem now. You need them for the walls, you need them for the melting furnace, oh boy. Well, either way, you need this guy in order to turn steel ore, which you get in a new part of the map, into steel bars, and then the steel bars, again, you bring them over here and you turn them into steel plates. So, if you get steel ore, you are still going to need that refined melting furnace. So that's that part right there. And the other thing that we haven't talked about, which is fairly obvious, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen, they did expand the inventory in the boxes, I think. Did they? They did, right? I mean, they've made everything smaller and they've expanded it, but no, it's bigger, I'm pretty sure. No, it's totally bigger. Yeah, because this was almost filled up for me and now I have so many spots. So the one cool thing about the update was the added inventory space, which I love. I told you guys, I was struggling with inventory space. I was just running out of room to put stuff, and now they expanded it, so I'm so happy about that. Very happy about that, as a matter of fact. Down here I have all the stuff I've been saving, as I told you. I got a bunch of hammers, 1 wrench. I still need 4 more to just put the generator down. Then I need like 5 or 10 more to finish it. Got some rubber parts, so I got a lot of stuff over here happening. And I think that's really all there is. There is no way for me to get a metal or a steel floor or wall because we need steel for that. Is there anything I could show you right now in terms of that we could build that's new? Well, you even talked about the first stuff too. There's this over here. In case you're wondering, this right here, there'll be new animals that you'll be, well, they're going to be foxes. You'll see in the new maps coming up. But again, you have to uncover with the Watchtower first, and you'll be able to hunt those fox down, and you get that skin. So remember how I told you guys to save your regular skins for the winter clothes? Well, you could go ahead and turn these into leather now. It's not a big problem because you're going to instead... Oh, you could only stack 10 now? Oh, it's not... Why isn't it 20 anymore? Oh, that's going to be so annoying for farming. That's... you see how I'm learning all these things at the same time too? They've done a lot of small changes they got to figure out. Can I still put more than... Oh, that sucks so bad. I used to love just putting 20 in here and waiting. Man, Kefir, come on. You don't reduce the stacking of the skins by 10? Boo. I don't like that too much at all. Well, that's something I still learned right there. Okay. Let's see. We have a little bit of time left. You know, before we leave, I'm going to do a bunker run next video because as you saw right now, I do need just 5 more red tickets for another crate, and the bunkers have now been reduced from 3-day resets to 2. Which is cool. I would prefer the 1-day thing, but I think they gave us 2 days because some people are still having trouble clearing it out, which is kind of weird to me. There's a ton of videos. I've shown you many ways already to clear out the bunker really easily. But they have now reduced it from 3 days to 2, which is, I guess, alright. But let's see, before we wrap up with this video today, let's come out. I want to show you something that I found out in the regular maps too, because I thought this was actually kind of cool. The animals now actually act like animals. The other thing we could kind of experiment is going to be with the deers. So let's come over here really quickly. Doe, a deer, a female. Oh yeah, in case you're wondering about the bunker, you need to actually input the code again. Remember how they turned it on automatic? Now you have to input it again, so make sure your radio is built or you find the body in one of the maps and remember the number, because you have to now input it into the bunker again to get in. So just in case you got used to the entire automatic thing, they have changed that too. Now I'm over here because I want to show you guys the deer now actually act like animals. In the way that they roam the map, they walk around and they actually eat food and stuff like that. But they roam the map now like actual living animals. They don't just stand there forever. So it's pretty cool. I found this out because I had like an airdrop and I checked it out, and when I was in there, I saw the deer walking towards me and I was like, whoa, what the hell? He was literally walking towards me like a little G. It was kind of really cool. Well, I mean, can I at least get one deer to show this off game? Alright, let me kill this guy so I can move around through here. Gotta use thing on you. Oh yeah, and you saw how that only hit for 78? That normally should be 81 if I'm correct. So they reduced the power of this guy, it does seem, to 27. So I'm not sure if they changed any other weapons. If you know about any weapons that they changed, let me know, but at least the Spike Devastator doesn't hit as hard as it used to anymore, which is a little bit unfortunate because it's a very cool weapon. Very easy to, oh, here we go. It's very easy to make it and they reduced it now. So you see how he's moving? You see him moving? The deer actually move on their own. So let me, oh man, I gotta kill more of you guys for this? Fine. Let's come over here really quickly. I want to see that guy moving on the thing, not just on the map. So let's get rid of you. That's fine, we'll trigger. You see he's moving? He's moving though. Get out of the way, dude, I'm busy right now. So watch, check it out. He's over here just eating, having a little snacky snack. It's Bambi's mom is what that is. Oh, we have a chest over there too. We'll open that up and see if we get lucky with a wrench. You see him move? Look, he just moves on his own now. It's great. So the animals now actually have, like, you know, animal intellect where they move around. So we're gonna obviously kill him, just because I'm a scumbag apparently. We have 2 chests. Alright, let's see if we get a wrench here before we wrap up with this video. I'm not sure if he's any more like... Wolf. I'm not sure if he's any more like, you know, aware of our surroundings like he was before. That's not what I really wanted, but whatever. I should have left all this stuff back home too. I was just I was in a rush to show you something new. That's fine. So, we got tape. I'll just eat you here. And over here. Apparently people told me wrenches are easier to find. Again, Kefir didn't say this, so it's only speculation at this point. I probably doubt it. But whatever, I have so many of those and I'm kind of packed up over here. Well, I could do that. And I could do that. Technically speaking, I got so many of those D cards that are not even useful. So whatever, that's cool. Alrighty, let's get out of here. So, this is a really bad time for you to pee, dude. Like, this is a really terrible time for you to pee. I'm in the middle of stuff here. Okay, you pee, and we'll go back. I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys, as Falcon 69 takes a leak. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stick around for the next... What do you want? Get out of here, dude. Oh, look at player 9208 with his torch. Oh, I'm gonna follow Falcon. I'm scared of this guy. You know, I'm just running away from my life. Oh, no, player 9208's gonna get me with his torch and he's buck naked. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Next video, we'll be going over to the bunker because I have not seen what's inside of the bunker, so maybe they changed something in the bunker again, and we're gonna find that out next time around. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I hope this video was insightful. As I mentioned, watch it over carefully. Try not to skip through the video because we covered a lot of important stuff for you to know, so hopefully, you know, you don't miss something important here. And I'll continue farming, and hopefully once we get the chopper and we get the wrenches, we will open up that tower and we'll go to the next map over and have some fun over there. If you guys enjoyed it, I will catch you next time.